All right, so my name is Matt.
I'm Ryan.
And these are our kids.
This is Declan. Say hi, Declan.
No,
Say
not
hi.
happening. And this is Caden. And we adopted these two little wonders about almost 2 years ago. They're coming up on 2. And one of the things that we were asked to do for Gays with Kids is talk about what it's like to be non-African American parents with African American kids and African American hair. And so before we actually took placement of the twins, we took a course on how to care for skin and hair, and that, sort of scratched the surface on what we would actually be. Do you see it? What we'd actually have in front of us. So,
we got the baseline of what to do, but until you actually have a head of hair, none of it makes sense. So in the very beginning, as babies, it was pretty easy. No, that's chapstick.
Can't have that.
But then as they got older, it became clear that the longer their hair got, the more complicated it was. So at a certain point, we decided that we needed to take them to a barbershop because we were a little concerned that they were looking like children whose parents didn't know how to do their hair. So we went to, we made a conscious decision to put ourselves in a very African American barbershop as opposed to just someone who could do black hair. But when we went there, she was very sweet and helpful. It's a lot more aggressive than you think it's going to be doing their hair.
Yeah, it's a bird.
There's a lot more crying in the very beginning before you get the hang of it because there's a lot of combing out, and you put grease in the hair unlike anything you would do for white people's hair. It's a lot of trial and error. The thing about black hair is that you sometimes have to oil it and add stuff to it for it to grow. So one of their teachers the other day said you should try Do Grow. It's a whole line of products you can get at Sally Beauty Supply or whatever, and it'll help fill in these patches on the side for Declan. My daughter had the same thing, and it makes their hair grow really thick and long, which is not what we want for him. It's already thick and long, but you'll notice that it looks really short, but then you pull it, and this is very long hair. It just curls up really tight. So you have to condition it, and you have to comb it out so it doesn't get all kinky, and that's the word, by the way, you use instead of nappy. We learned a lot. That was actually the helpful thing about the class, was how to talk about black hair as a white person. She was very helpful. We put them in twists, so there are different kinds of styles that protect the hair. We are still very much in the learning phase. We are by no means experts. But we kind of have the slimmest grasp of a clue.
I think the biggest thing for us were we weren't afraid to ask questions, and we weren't afraid to be wrong, and weren't afraid to try different products and new things. So that's our experience. It's definitely, as Ryan said, much a learning process. We're not done with it yet, but we're in this for the long haul. So here we go, kids.